Hello. We're going to do a little well-ordered language today. This is starting on page 136 of your workbooks. So I'd love for you to do it along with me as we go over some review of some of the jingles that we've done so far, talking about also compound subjects and how that changes the predicate verb that goes with it, with them in sentences, and reviewing some analysis with compound subjects, and some of it you'll be doing on your own. But let's get started as we review some of the jingles that we've learned so far, beginning with 8 parts of speech. Sing along with me. The 8 parts of speech are classes of words with the same kind of meaning and use. They are nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, pronouns, conjunctions, interjections. These are the 8 parts of speech, classes of words with the same kind of meaning and use. Okay, we've learned about all of those so far except for interjections. Next, principal elements. Principal elements are the parts of a sentence that are needed for the sentence to be completed. Subject and predicate are those 2 parts. Okay, now what are nouns? A noun is a part of speech. It names a person, place, or thing. A noun names a quality or an idea. A noun is a part of speech. It names a person, place, or thing. A noun may be singular or plural. And that goes along with what we're studying because we're talking about a plural being the compound subjects, 2 or more subjects. Next, conjunction. For the conjunction jingle, this is the one we've done most recently. Let's sing this one together as well. A conjunction is a part of speech. It joins elements of the same rank or name. When 2 or more words are joined this way, they're called compounds. A conjunction is a part of speech. It joins elements of the same rank or name. When 2 or more words are joined this way, they're called compounds. So that's what we're going to be doing today, looking at compound subjects, 2 subjects joined by a conjunction. So in this first section, we are going to discuss making some changes to these sentences by adding a subject, but that's not the only change that we have to make because a lot of times the verb will have to change so that it goes along with a plural. Okay, so in this example, it says, the robin sings in the morning. Singular subject, robin sings. Now, if we wanted to make it a compound subject, the robin and the blackbird, we would now change the predicate verb from sing to sing, sings to sing. So that will agree with a plural noun or that compound subject, 2 or more. So we've got the first sentence here, stripes. Stripes hides under the porch. Let's add another subject here. So instead of just stripes, we could say stripes and need to write a little bit smaller. Let's say stripes and, using Lucy as our other one because that is Almanzo's pig in Farmer Boy, but also Lucy's in our class. So stripes and Lucy, and now we need a new predicate verb. Instead of hides, not stripes and Lucy hides, we're going to change it to just hide. Okay, stripes and Lucy hide under the porch. Now, and I'm not going to finish that one up. There's not much space for me since my writing is so big on this one. For the next one, you've got your subject, Fritz. Slowly, Fritz brings the 4 buckets to the truck. Fritz brings is our predicate verb. So you are going to add another subject here. So it could be, for example, slowly. Let's say Fritz and using another of our names for class, let's do Dominic. Slowly, Fritz and Dominic. Okay. Now, what would, so slowly, Fritz and Dominic, what would we change our predicate verb to? It was brings. Now it's going to be slowly, Fritz and Dominic bring. Okay. So we, as a general rule of thumb, will remove the S from our predicate verb to make it agree with a plural subject. Okay, I'll have you do the other ones on your own. We've got Heidi washes the car in the afternoon. Our subject is Heidi. Predicate verb is washes, so add another subject to that one. And then Dad surprises the kids with popsicles. Once again, we need to add another subject and then change the predicate verb to go with the subjects. Okay, let's review some of the ways that we have analyzed so far. There could be any of these following parts of speech. We could have subject, predicate verb, helping verb, adverb, adjective, do is our direct object, preposition, object of the preposition, and then prepositional phrase. We also are going to look for a conjunction, but it does not have any letters or words. It's just the little wings, and so that's why it's not listed up here. Okay, so let's read sentence 1. The younger brother and the older sister raced toward the red line. Now, is there a conjunction in this sentence? That's our first thing to look for now. Yes, the conjunction and is here. Okay, and that's all we do for our conjunction. Okay, let's read it again. The younger brother and the older sister raced toward the red line. Is there a prepositional phrase? Yes. Toward the line is a prepositional phrase. And you can review the preposition song in your head if you can't remember certain ones. Now, toward is our preposition, and line is the object of the preposition, and you can find that by answering the question, the younger brother and the older sister raced toward what? Line. The and red are both adjectives modifying our object of the preposition. Okay, now let's read it again and look for our subjects. The younger brother and the older sister raced toward the red line. Who raced toward the red line? Brother and sister. Brother and sister are both subjects because they are what the sentence is about. Now, this sentence tells us that the younger brother and the older sister raced. Raced is our predicate verb. Okay, is what the sentence tells us about brother and sister. I'm sorry, my writing is so sloppy in this, but that's PV for predicate verb. Now, we are going to see what the rest of the words do in the sentence. We've got the younger, the older. Okay, we do not have a do, and we can not just see that because there's not an extra word after the PV, or predicate verb, but also you could ask yourself, is there something that brother and sister raced? No, they raced toward the red line, but they didn't race something or someone. Okay, now we have the younger, the older. All of these are modifiers. We've got some words modifying brother here. Younger tells us what kind of brother. It's an adjective. And the tells us which brother. It's also an adjective. Or we would say it's an adjective element because it modifies a noun. It is an adjective. Okay. The and older modifies sister. I know it looks like he, but that's the word the. The tells us which sister. Older tells us what kind of sister. Okay, and last but not least, we are going to draw a line from our prepositional phrase to our predicate verb because the prepositional phrase toward the red line tells us where they raced. It modifies raced. I'm going to put a little ADV there. And ADV prep. Okay, so that's sentence 1. Next sentence is a little shorter. It says, will you or I award the winners? Now, do we have a conjunction in this sentence? Yes, we have the conjunction or. We're going to put wings around it. That's all we do. Now let's look for prepositional phrases. Will you or I award the winners? I do not see any prepositions, so there's no prepositional phrases. So I tried to make that look better, but I think that looked worse. Okay, so let's read the sentence again and now look for subjects. Will you or I award the winners? This sentence is about you and I. So you and I are the subjects because it is what the sentence is about. Oh, that looks so messy. I'm so sorry about that. I'm going to try to clean this up. Make it a little smaller. That should probably help. You is a subject, and I is the subject. Okay? Now, this sentence tells us that you and I, what? Will award. Okay, so award is our predicate verb because it is what the sentence tells us about you and I. Will is a helping verb. That's in our helping verb song. And also the fact that there is a question mark at the end of the sentence tells us that there is likely a helping verb at the beginning. We've seen a lot of times a helping verb at the beginning of interrogative sentences so far. Okay, now will you or I award what? Or whom? You and I will award the winners. So winners is our objective element because it completes the meaning of an action verb. It is a direct object because it tells us what, actually in this case, whom you and I will award. Finally, we have the word the, which is unmarked right now. The tells us which winners. It's an adjective element because it modifies a noun. It is an adjective. Okay. So there it is. Once again, sorry for the kind of messiness. I'm trying my best, but it does not look good. I recognize that. I'm sure yours will look better. Okay, in the next page, you are going to have more sentences with all of those elements. I am going to have you try that one on your own, but I will also post the answer so you can check your work afterwards. And we've got one more new section. It says add compound subjects to the sentences below. Blank race cars. So you could put two names of people that race cars. You can certainly use your own name, names of your friends. Fly kites, wheel climb trees, and explore. So add some compound subjects there. And then it says, imagine the soccer team is on the field in the rain. With that in mind, write a sentence about it, being sure to include a compound subject. Okay, so have two subjects combined with a conjunction like and then write about the soccer team being on the field. Okay, so that is all for our lesson on compound subjects. Let me know if you have any questions, but I will also post the answers to these pages in Google Classroom as well. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later.